Hey there, friends. So today marks a year of living in the upper Midwest with my kitty cat, Mr. Boo, and his new brother that we got in May from the Humane Society. And, this has been an interesting year. The past year. I've really kind of gotten into more of a routine, which is not necessarily the best routine because I need to be sleeping more. But I've made friends. I've gone on some dates. I've made decisions about how I don't want to get married or have like a super duper serious relationship right now. I just want to have fun. I just want to meet people and have, friendships and explore the area and go on more nature walks and hikes. Yeah, I've made the decision that, some people would call me an old maid, which is a really old term because, years and years and years, hundreds of years, even over 100, women got married when they were like 12, 13, or as soon as they became a woman, which was when they started to menstruate. And, things have changed, even since the 50s and 60s and stuff. But, I'm okay with the decisions I made. My focus is going to be on me. It's never really ever been on me until recently, So, yes, you might hear my boy. I'm just reflecting because some of the things, the situations and so on that I was really wanting are kind of coming to fruition now. And I'm like, okay, universe, I got you. I get it. I understand what you're doing here. I can be impatient, even though I'm a lot more patient than I used to be. And when the things that I want, the things that I'm manifesting are supposed to happen when it's the right timing. So I'm very happy that a lot of things have been happening that I've been wanting. Friendships and just being able to explore the idea of even having like a poly lifestyle where I can have multiple friends, and some of them are more than friends, but they're not serious. Like, I don't have to worry about like sharing a mortgage with somebody or, getting married or having a family. It's just companionship and friendship and good stuff. And I also have platonic relationships with men and women. And that's really healthy to have, where I don't feel like I have to be somebody else. Yeah, and I've just been thinking back even just the past 2 months even of making decisions and doing things that I used to be scared to do or hesitant to do. And I'm really proud of myself. I really can see the growth that I've had in just this past year. It's crazy. And maybe I'll always celebrate the day that I made a really big life decision, like moving 1,200 plus miles across the United States of America by myself with my cat. And to a place I'd never been. To an apartment that I'd never physically been to. And I only saw it online and the video chat that I had with the property manager. So yeah, crazy things. But so worth it. Absolutely worth it. I feel like I can't encourage enough people to realize that if they're not happy, they don't have to move across the United States like I did, because that has nothing really to do with my happiness. It contributed, though. I just had that itch, like I needed to make a change, and I had the epiphany that I needed to go where I was basically described to go. So here I am. And I'm making more friends that actually live in the town that I live in, which is crazy. And I've kind of taken some people under my wing a little bit and helped them kind of with their just guidance of what they need, what they're, they're able to ask me questions and get honest opinions and feel safe with me, because everybody needs to feel safe. And that's not something that's very easily found with people these days. And I like that I get told, you inspire me to be a better person and to take better care of myself because you are doing that to you. And you inspire me to speak up when I feel like I'm being treated illy by my children, my teenagers, or my ex-partner, or whatever. And I've also gotten to the point where, I used to explain myself to everybody, why I made the decision and everything. And a lot of people, including my ex, used to say, I don't need to know. You don't have to explain yourself to me. But it's something that I was raised to do. I had to always give an excuse. And I had a really good past weekend with a bunch of ladies. Some of them friends, some of them new friends, up in Minneapolis. And there were a couple people that I just didn't really care for. Their energy was just not for me. And yes, I can read energies, I can read rooms. We all can to a point. And I had been kind of forewarned about one of them, but I try never to pass judgment on other people's judgment of others. That's a big lesson, people. Just because Paul talks about David bad, or that David did him dirty or whatever, does not mean that David's a bad person. And there's a lot of people that pass judgments on other people and don't even know them because of what their friends, family, neighbors have said. Sometimes strangers have said, and you believe the stranger. So anyway, I greeted the people, and I had already kind of gotten an off feeling about them. I was still very nice to them because we were all together, but I gave them very little attention. And somebody later said, well, why are you ignoring so-and-so? And I said, because I have other things to pay attention to, like the band, and I have no interest in talking about this right now because I don't need the drama, and neither do you. And she said, well, they think that you're being rude. And I said, do you think I'm being rude? And she's like, I don't know what to think. And I'm like, well, I don't care what people think. I'm having a good time with you and everybody else. And that's what I want to continue doing. And if you want to talk about this later, we can talk about this later. But not right now. And, she was confused. It was my friend. She was confused. And when I finally explained it to her, in layman's terms, not very deeply, because whatever, I was told that she admired that. I recognize if people aren't for me and can still be nice about it. I wasn't really rude to either of the people, but I was just not interested in interacting with them. And so yeah, I'm going to pick and choose the people that are going to be in my life and that are going to be with me. And I will be nice to others, in a public setting, and I'm going to be nice to them in a non-public setting probably, but I'm not going to choose to hang out with them. And we should all do that. We should all recognize that if there's people that we don't care for, we don't have to be around them. And you don't have to be rude to them either. You just don't have to be around them. And I used to get told growing up and in college and stuff that I come off, by friends that I've made, that I come off as a certain way. I come off as cold, or I come off as a bitch, or whatever. And they're not incorrect. It's a defense mechanism. And I'm less of that now. I try to be more open. But it's nothing to do with them. It's about me. And I can't stress this enough. The way people act has really nothing to do with anybody else but themselves. But so many people take, oh, well, you were doing this and you were acting this way, so I thought I did something wrong. And I'm like, why would you attach my actions to you? You're giving yourself way too much credit here, or you're giving me way too much credit, and there doesn't need to be any credit. So yeah, those are just some scenarios, and you're probably going to hear me talk about them until I die, because it's just so important. It's so important to realize that everybody isn't doing their own damn thing, and if you feel like people are doing things because of you, you're giving them way too much credit, or they're giving you way too much credit, and there's a power inequality there. There's too much power from on one end to the other, and it's not healthy. So yeah, I really am looking forward to continuing to be present and focus on, of course, there's goals and things for my future, but I know that if I start thinking about that kind of stuff, which is my entire life, I've been doing that up until just this past couple years, that I'm not going to be enjoying the life that I have now, right now, this moment. So focus on being present, and instead of taking pictures when you see something pretty, just stand there in the moment and see it being pretty. And if you want to take a picture, take a picture. But then put your phone back down or your camera back down and enjoy that moment, because you're not going to get that exact sunset ever again. You're not going to get that exact moon shining through the trees ever again. You're not going to get that exact laugh from your friend and the way her nose wrinkles up when she giggles ever again. Those are all moments that you're only going to get once. So enjoy them. And yeah, I'm just really excited about what's to come. And oh yeah, there's been plenty of moments where I have been crying, or I have just felt so alone and so sad. I even felt rejected. I'm human. I am not invincible. I am not made of metal, and I'm not bulletproof. So what I would say about emotions is don't hold on to them, let them flow. And that's what I have to do, is I have to use the same wisdom and words that I give others. I have to apply it to myself. So yeah, I'm really, really happy and excited, and I'm going to continue following my bliss. And I hope that you do too, friends. So, until next time, happy 1-year anniversary for me. I don't know if it's the beginning of my new life, because my old life wasn't all that terrible all the time. But it's nice to have milestones. Until next time, have a good one.